Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Nikki was here earlier. I know she had to go to bed. I was reading some of them. Hey, Robert Mack, if you're still around. Tommy J. James Morris, how are you? Glad you can make it. Scott, how you doing? Daniel D.A., how are you? Jake, how are you? I hope you're feeling better. I know you weren't feeling too well. I feel fine. We didn't tested negative, and things have been fine. So I hope you are. I guess you were sick, but I hope you're feeling better. Hey, Bobby, time to get going. Chris, and there's the man of the hour. I put the banner. Actually, it came from. I don't want to take credit or anything. Tommy J said, informed me that you had 1,000 subs because I didn't know. So congratulations, and from everybody here to you, Tom. Um, I think that's it. I think I caught everybody. I said hi, Chris, didn't I, Chris? I think I did. And I guess the sound must be okay. Maybe if I just put it like this and blocking the. You know what I just found out? This morning I was messing with the thing, and the reason that I didn't look as pretty as I did before is it was at 480 for some reason instead of 720. So do I look a lot more? Do I look younger at all at 720 instead of 480? You guys let me know. Hey John, how you doing? Hey Traveler, how are you? And Tom saying hi. And I didn't. I missed your thing too. I fell asleep, of course. And then I tried to watch. I think I tried to watch it at like 2 o'clock in the morning or something. And I watched like I don't know. I fell asleep, so I don't have a clue what was going on. So I gotta watch it. I didn't catch it. But yeah, so congratulations again to Tom on 1,000 subs. I think pretty much everybody that started channels from here or in the very beginning are at 1,000 now, right? Joe is, I think, and Tom and everybody else. That's cool. Anyway, not too much. And fish are still dying. I'm trying to change the water as much as I can to get rid of the ammonia, but there's not a bunch you can do when the ammonia levels are out of whack, except try to keep them down and keep them alive. But I was such an idiot and I waited so long that the fish are weakened, I guess I should say. So we'll see what happens. Tom, at least Bobby missed it too, so I don't feel so bad. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me. I don't know what time is your time's pretty much the same, Chris, as it is here. Can't remember. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Glad you could come by. Mark in Thailand. He will be in Thailand soon, again. Um, so that's pretty much it. I didn't get rained like hell all day yesterday. I was gonna have the cousin help me clear the spot where I wanted to put the tent and stuff. So it just rained too much. So I'm hoping that he's gonna come today. He didn't come yesterday, and probably, excuse me, probably due to the rain. But everything's ready to go. Battery banks are all charged up. The solar panels are ready. The tent's ready. The air conditioner's ready. The gas generator's ready. Everything's ready to go. Tarps, everything else. So I think it's going to be interesting. Like again, if and when I put out the that vlog, I'd appreciate it if you even if you don't comment very often, at least give me whether you think you liked it or you didn't like it. Either way, too, by the way. No offense taken if somebody says, boy, that sucked. And I think I said that before. Good morning, storekeeper. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why it went to 480. Uh, I mean, I pay for StreamYard. I don't use the free one. So, but they want you to pay double to get it at 1080, and I think no one wants to see a face like that any clearer than it already is. But I can't wait to do the camping ones because as soon as I do that trial one and everything goes good and I know what I'm going to need, I still haven't got a chance to get out on the scooter and go by a couple of fabrication shops to see what it's going to entail to make a trailer for the Forza. But there's quite a few of them on YouTube. Not as many as I thought there was. There's some like ones for bicycles which aren't heavy duty enough. But there is a three-wheel one on there that's got a good. I'm going to say like a regular Forza tire on the back, and it's just a single wheel and the thing that might work because it's only going to have to fit basically the air conditioner, the gas generator, and the gasoline and that. So it doesn't have to be that big, and it maybe has to take 100 and little over 100 pounds, maybe 125 pounds. So I don't think it's going to be that difficult. We'll find out if I ever get off my ass and get over there. Hey, David Benjamin, how are you? Glad you could make it. But I don't think it's going to be that. These guys are talented, man. Even like I said, the whatever the cousin, whatever he is, the one that built all that stuff, man. I can't say it enough how much I like the guy, man. Regardless of whether he's family or not family, which he is family, but he's so talented. I mean, even me taking time, and sometimes I get frustrated just trying to explain to him what I want done, and he gets it 99% right. I mean, he can do anything. It's just a shame. Hey, Bill, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. In the U.S., good evening. Good morning in Thailand, you bet. But I don't know. I'm hoping, and we're going to see what's going to happen. I still haven't pulled the pin on the plunge pool and the koi pond. I got to get the koi pond in because without all that stuff, and I need to get into it a little bit more. I need to be a little bit more serious about it because they were doing so well for so long. I just got lackadaisical and cost them their lives, which sucks. Hey, Gary, how you doing? But so I need to get that done. So I have to pull the pin and decide whether he's going to jump right out of after he does the concrete. My wife and mother-in-law went out and bought tile because they decided they wanted to tile that outdoor drying area. I don't know, the covered area outside of the Thai kitchen. I think it's like 2.5 meters by almost 4 meters, and then they put up wood on the open side. So hopefully that'll keep most of the rain from blowing in. We'll have to see when. Actually, there was a pretty good one last night. It was raining pretty much most of the day yesterday and pretty much all night long. Every time I woke up, but all he has left there is the concrete, and now he'll have to do the tile. She's feeling good, Mark. Thanks. I think she's gonna go. I think she's gonna go to work. She was debating, but I don't see her. I don't see her in bed, so I'm gonna say at 8:10. If she's probably in the shower, if she's there, that she's going to work. I didn't see it. Uncle Craig sneak in here. I must have missed him. Did I miss him? Or did somebody just post it? Gator was just big. Yeah, I watched. I'm 3 behind. Now I'm only 1 and 3/4. I watched one this morning, the one at the waterfall. And yeah, he does definitely have some, especially the latest one. I just caught a little glimpse of that one. And then about 5 minutes of the second one that I missed. So I'm only 1 and 3/4 behind. I'll catch up sooner or later. If you guys aren't, I like his channel. He's going to do really well. I think he's over 300 subscribers now. I don't know what to let's see. They're saying check out Bobby's live Friday. I actually caught the end of. I actually caught some singing in the last one. Yeah, Bobby has good. In case you don't know, time to get going. does live streams on Friday night, 7 p.m. Thai time, I think 5 a.m. On the West Coast, and what would that make it? 8 o'clock on the East Coast. If I'm wrong, Bobby will jump in and tell me I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Do we know who's? Um, we know who's coming on next or this Friday, Bobby? And Bill's saying who's Nina has 5,000 subs almost. Do I know who Nina is? Who's Nina? Somebody enlighten me in case I have a brain aneurysm going on because it isn't ringing a bell. Bring your microphone. Yeah, they were trying to get me to sing that. That'll probably never happen. Bill's saying Wahin. Wahin. Maybe I don't know who that is. Does any Gator? Do you know who that is? If it's a good channel, we'll put the link up. But for some reason, I think Nina is the nice lady that Johnny. Oh, okay. I don't know. I haven't. Did I miss Johnny's last one? I don't know if I watched Johnny's last. Maybe last couple. It's getting harder and harder to try to watch everybody's video. But if we got the link for her and that's the one, is that the one, Bill, that you're talking about? Johnny's a good guy. I haven't got a chance to meet him yet, but like I said before, from the very first time that I was on Joe's, him and Joe are kind of close. He gave very nice comment about my story when I told it to Joe the very first time, and since then he had told me, even when I had I don't know, 200 subscribers or something. He said, "Come on over to Wahin, I'll bring you on and I'll get you over 1,000 in a day." And I've seen him do it before. He can do it, and I will get there eventually. I hope so. Very well endowed. Is that why she's got 5,000, or is she a nice lady? I imagine she's both. But yeah, by all means, put up if somebody finds the link. Go ahead and drop the link as usual. Anybody that's got a good channel. I'll have to check out Johnny's now. His latest one anyway, or latest two. I think I saw one of them. Trying to think what it was. No, well, I'll figure it out. I did watch one recently, like within the last couple of weeks. I just don't know which one it was. But yeah, so I have to make the decision. Is that it there, Bobby? Is that the one, or is this something else? Oh, that's Simply. That's Nanette's, which is good anyway. In case you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe to Nanette's. All these people, man. I'm telling you, all the ones you guys are missing out if you're not subscribed and watching all the, as I call her, the friends of Bobby, or the friends of Time to Get Going. Nice ladies. Just I'm going to say pretty much all of them are from the Philippines that I've seen, and they're just super nice people, having a good time. Whether they got 3 people in the chat or 10 or 20, and they'll sing and have a good time. I don't know. If you're retired and like me, it uplifts me a little bit, I guess. And maybe this other one will too. I'll have to check out that one, Bill, and find out what the deal is. Hey, Robert N., how you doing? Glad you could make it by. Appreciate it. Bobby's Angels. That's a good one. That's the truth. They're just good, man. And they're nice. They're nice ladies. And they need help occasionally. Most of them have family, and stuff like that. So check them out and see what you think. And there's another one. That's a great lady, and she's got, I don't know how many kids. How many kids, Bobby? Do you know how many kids Verna has? I think a couple, right? Very nice lady. Always supports the channel. Always comes by, says hello to everybody. I think she's even a member now. And I think I saw in the very beginning of this thing that Joe's been. Let me look back on here it is. 9 months. Really, I've had a membership for 9 months. And I'm going to say this right. Meow, Jim, how are you? Hello to you. I gotta get past that jam. One of these times I'll get it. If you guys aren't subscribed to JAM Random Places, by all means, great people. Looking forward to meeting up with them again. Had a great time in Udon, and I saw that you guys met up with Tim and got something to eat. I think lunch or something somewhere. It looked good. Tim's a great guy, man. I'm looking forward to going back there. I was almost going to try to go down and meet up. Excuse me, had a scratch. Meet up with Mitch and James and Chuck and all them in Kochang, but it would have been I would have had to take off at 5 o'clock this morning. It would have been it's almost an 8-hour drive down there for one day. They're leaving on Wednesday, so it was like, no. And my wife wanted me to hang out. Plus, I wanted to take the Forza. She wasn't hip on that. And Bobby said she has to. That's what I thought. Great lady. They're all great. They're all nice people. I mean, you guys got to check it out. Had a good lunch. Yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed to that, go ahead and subscribe to Jam Random Places. Or as they're known, Jim and Meow are from Thailand now. So, did you guys find go look for a vehicle yet or no? They're looking to maybe pick up I don't know, 2 to 4 year old, I think. Fortuner. I don't know if I say that right. There's another one. If I say that right, he's cheesy. But nothing but a bunch of nice ladies. Nice ladies. There we go. I forgot to say that too. Moonhwa has been wanting to come on and tell a story about something that happened, and we've been trying to catch it. And I think you're going to come on this morning, right? I think you said 8:30, which you were right. I I didn't forget about it, but now that you popped up, but something you wanted to come on. We haven't had him on before, I don't think. Have we? Have you come on before? And I don't even know your name. Guess we'll find out here in a few minutes. You ended up getting a Ranger. Wow, cool. I'm surprised you didn't make it. What did you get, the 4-door or the extended cab? Or do they even make them? I don't even know what they make. I think they make a 4-door. But I will. Yeah, I know that I forget what he told me that he paid for his, but it was really reasonable. And I guess it's because they build the Ranger here in Thailand. They actually assemble. I guess they ship the parts and stuff here, and they assemble it. And I think he said rayon. I can't remember, but I'm almost positive he said they build the Ranger, and one other one they build here in Thailand. What is it? 2-door or 4-door? Meow. And I'm going to post that link. We're going to find out your name here in a minute. DT copy. Mark said yes and wrong. That's what I thought. That's what I thought Tim said. Tim loves his, but I'm surprised you didn't make a deal with Tim unless you wanted the 4-door, which you might have. New generation. Okay, 4-door. Because I know Tim was kind of thinking about maybe in the future moving up to the SUV Ford. Can't remember the name of it, but that's awesome. That's awesome. So let me change a couple of things here, and I will take you out of jail. You must still be at school, I'm gathering, because I'm seeing him with his mask on. Hold on, and we'll bring him in. First
I'll,
out of the gate,
I'll
what
take it off.
what's your so I don't have to keep calling you Moonwa. What's what's your name?
Real name's Paul.
Hey Paul, pleased
Yeah,
to meet you.
and
Um, are you still at you teach, right?
yeah,
You're a
yeah,
teacher, yeah.
yeah.
And he had contacted me a while ago now, I think, a couple of weeks or something. You wanted to bring up and talk about something on here that you had. If you guys aren't subscribed, he has a channel also. By all means, subscribe. But I don't remember exactly what it was you wanted to say. But I'm sure you will tell us.
Yeah. I posted a video about life's not a dress rehearsal,
Oh, very good.
and
I didn't seen that one yet.
I think you commented.
Did I? Maybe I did.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't remember what the. Maybe when you explain it, I'll understand and say, oh yeah, I did. I must have, because now
Yeah.
it's coming back to me. Now
I
it's
made
coming to my
sure.
mind.
Um, what I put, life's a living. I've come to a big decision.
Ah,
What?
okay, okay.
Yeah. No, I've been festering for a while.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is I've actually given my notice here, and I want to start up like a teaching business.
Here in Thailand.
Yes, yes. Um,
And that's for placement?
no, it's actually to provide for the people that can't afford to study.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What gave me the idea was a couple of things. Was lockdown, where a lot of in like your area, for example, a lot of people couldn't afford or didn't have the means to study online.
Right,
You know, they don't even have a telephone or a tablet or whatever.
right.
Um, and also what your channel does and what No Time to Be Sad does, where you raise money through your channel
For the
and you
kids
go
or
and you
schools.
go to the, yeah. I want to
Now,
do that with it.
is this going to be a like a nonprofit type thing, or is it going to be an actual? How are you going to get funded and do what you're going to do with it?
I've funding come from anywhere, individuals, companies. I've already got a friend from UK who's given me a little budget to do my first project,
Oh, cool. Very nice.
raising it through YouTube, um, and hopefully lead into a foundation.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's not just me. I got a doctor friend who's going to come in partnership,
And this
and he,
so basically it'll be for the kids that can't get to school.
yeah, and the kids that have to leave at Patom 6 can't afford to go to Matiom, the ones that can't afford to study after Matiom 3, which is senior high school 3, if you know.
All right, so basically to go to college or
Yeah,
something like that. Okay.
yeah, eventually help with scholarship. But the first plan is just to teach them online for free. Someone sponsors them.
So you're going to actually have college classes online.
Yeah, and but aim for younger students to start with.
Very
Um,
nice. That's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. I'm sure most of the people here will.
I
Awesome
hope so.
idea. See, James thinks it's a good one. I think it's a good one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, anything to me, like I said, it's I put it I put it in the beginning of any of my videos that I feel honored and privileged to be able to live here, and everything that my wife's done and my Thai family, the Thai hospital, the doctors in there, everybody was just they treated me as well, if not better, than most of the Thai people that were in there. Why? I don't have a clue. I think people treat me nicely because they think I'm Santa Claus and they're not going to get a present or something if they screw with me at all. But just super. So anything that I can do to help anybody that to help the Thai people, I'm on board. I'll be following and watching closely. That's for sure. As will, I'm sure, a lot of people. Tom wants to know how young, how young of children.
Um, Going primary 3 upwards, but it's available. It'd be available to anybody, any age. If
That's awesome.
so,
That's great. And when is this going to start? When are you doing your transition, or has it starting to already?
starting, I was going to leave here at the end of October, the end of September, which is the end of the first semester.
Right.
Um, my boss wants me to stay longer, so I've agreed to stay until Christmas. And but I've actually got an idea. You remember before I mentioned the I knew a surgeon in Surin.
Right.
That's through my doctor friend. It's one of her college friends,
Oh,
university
okay.
friends. And I met
Okay.
her here in I live in Sriracha, which is in Chonburi,
Right.
and I met her here about 3-4 weeks ago.
I see.
And what my idea, I've got holiday in October, and she's up to help me. I don't know if you can find. I wouldn't mind doing a little couple-day seminar in Surin to make videos, and so I can post what I'm doing.
Sure. Sure.
Like, 'cause I remember
And
you said your.
go ahead.
Sorry, carry on. 'Cause I remember you said the school you go to is your wife's friend's the teacher there. Yes.
Yes, that's the one. That was the last one that we went to where we got them all the uniforms. The one that actually, if you watched it, the one that brought her the little cake. That's
Yeah.
her best friend from when they were knee high, I guess. But yeah, anything that I can do, I'll help any way that I can. You bet.
Yeah.
Anything. And I think there's probably a lot of people here that if we keep everybody, up to date on what's going on, that I'm sure that there's some here that will help. I don't know what Jake's saying here. If you want to hire a tutor, I have a niece that wants to tutor English but needs an income. She's nearly what accent neutral? Really? Is that the one that was that's working in the hotel business, Jake, or is this a different one? He has his nieces are like almost full fledged daughters, or treated that way by him. They're like the apple of his eye. So if they do, I don't know, man. My wife, like I said, when they do that stuff, and I don't think I could ever go. We're gonna go back again. We've got a bunch of stuff for the first school we went to. We have some more stuff, and for the other one, but they I couldn't go without taking my mother and father-in-law. My father-in-law just smiles the whole flipping time. He's from ear to ear. Can't wait to get there and and see the kids smile and it's awesome. I mean, like I said, I can't just sit here and say, "Oh yeah, this is just I get nothing out of this," and bullshit. There's always gain of some sort. To me, it's the smiles and the kids that were laying on the floor. Not that that's that weird, but everybody else in the school had desks. In that one where we brought the desks to them. Everybody in the school except for them. I think they were can't remember their age. They were young. They were the youngest in the school, and they were happy to have a table. We have two more tables. We have a bunch of soccer balls and volleyball nets and some other stuff. So I've been lucky. There's been most of the people on the channel have donated, which it goes to my wife because there's all sorts of stuff that people will come after me for. But I guess if it's given to her for her to do whatever she wants to, it's not a charity, is what I've been told. We'll see when they knock on my door and say we're going to shut you down. Hey, here's
Yeah.
Mitch. You want to say hi to Mitch?
Hello,
Mitch
Mr.
will.
Mitch.
Hold on one second. He's going to come on.
Yeah, but
Hey,
No,
hey, Mitch. Say hi to Paul. Paul's here on the panel from Moonwa.
Hey. All
We were
right, hey
talking-
Paul. Morning,
we were
everybody.
talking-
morning, Mr. Mitch. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hi, Paige. You gotta get out of the dumps. How come your wife's so depressed? Look at her. She never smiles.
Very happy.
She's never. You're the good one. You're the good one. You're the
He's
good
always
one,
totally
Paige.
meditating.
Every time I see Paige, it makes me happy. So I enjoy watching every second of her dancing around. You're the one.
She's going to be the poster child for ganja. Say,
Yeah, there
Mom,
you go.
Hey,
So
Mom, say
Dave,
hi. You're saying hi.
the,
Hello. Glad
um,
that you're here in Thailand. Glad that you made it.
the guy in the background there, No Time to Be Sad, Chuck, he actually
Chuck.
inspired me as well with his leftover kids that he
Yeah,
takes.
yeah. Paul's talking about putting on a school and teaching for the children that, or for the children that can't afford to go to school. So he's going to stop teaching at his school and actually open up another deal to for the kids that can't make it to school and that type thing. So he wanted to
Wow.
come on and yeah, he wanted to come on. He said he was inspired by Chuck and by us here by going and giving back to the kids in the schools and stuff, which is awesome. That's
It is.
a
It
good
is
thing.
awesome. This is like a lagoon behind or between the resort where we're at. Behind me,
Uh-huh.
we're standing there, and then it's salt water, so it goes up and down with the tide.
Oh, really?
And yeah, we're just walking across this little bridge here to go to breakfast.
Is James there too, or is he at a different place?
James and Ba are not on Phuket with us, are on Koh Chang with us, but they're in the villa right over there. Yeah, they're here.
Yeah, they did.
We had
He
a
did
really
a
good
live.
time last night.
He did a live this morning. I know.
Yeah, I slept right through it. Yeah, he's lost a little weight, man. He looks really good in person. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, what is 7.5 kilos or something, right?
Yeah, 7.5 kilos. So
Maybe I'll ask my
yeah.
doctor about that stuff.
Anyway, we're heading into the breakfast place. I just wanted to stop by and say hi, Dave. I appreciate you letting me on for.
Hey, I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Tell
All right,
everybody
take
there
care,
I said hello.
everybody. I
All
can't
right,
read
take
the
it easy,
comments
man.
anymore. All right, see you later.
See you. Bye. Yeah, Chuck's a great guy. Have you ever met him before, Paul?
No.
No. Great
I-
people. Great
Yeah,
people.
that's what they come across as.
But yeah, definitely. How do we keep? How are we going to keep? Besides going to your channel, I guess that'd probably be the easiest way to keep on top. Or you're welcome to come on here anytime and talk about the progress on how things are going. I got no problem with that.
I've
Anytime you
got
want.
your I've got your email details, so I'll email you my line ID and
Cool.
my telephone number.
Yeah, look, and you're going to do this from where you're at now. You're not moving, right?
No.
No, staying there.
Yeah,
How long
I'm
have you been in Thailand?
Nearly 12 years.
Wow. Wow. And you're married or single
No,
or significant
single at the
somebody?
moment.
Okay.
I had a long-term girlfriend, but she lives in Bangkok and her family's in Ayutthaya, and the travel in between us just got too much.
I bet. Cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like I had said when I was saying before, is the respiratory doctor, not my heart doctor. They both saved my life numerous times. I mean, I can even remember being, because I kept on wanting to pull the tube out, and one time I heard the nurses like yelling and screaming and stuff, and then finally the doctor messing around and all that, and I don't know. I guess I must have died and came back or whatever, but they were all applauding all the nurses for the respiratory doctor had got the tube back in and before I croaked, and he's the one that said you need to give back to Thailand, and at first I thought, yeah, I do, but what a thing to say to somebody. You know, here you are, a doctor. You're probably don't have nothing to do with the Thai people, and then when I came back. For my first, when they first let me loose, I had to come back every month, and now I go in every 3 months. And when I came there, he was in the front with his trunk open and all these people around him, and I'm looking, and they're taking bags away, and he says 3 times a week he comes here to the private hospital, and the people know that he's coming here, and he gives away food every time, every time. So when he drives up, when they know the people congregate over there and get, whether it be canned meat, a fish of some kind, or rice or whatever. They don't really give away too much. If you see people giving away stuff like when we gave to the workers that were working on the house, we didn't give any rice. Here in Eson, pretty much everybody, in case somebody's watching, they all have family or somebody that has a rice farm. So they're not going to starve, and they're definitely going to have rice. So my wife was telling me this. So when we got the stuff, we got milk and eggs and canned fish and noodles and stuff like that. And it's the same way. Most of the people, they don't have to give. Rice is the best thing, but like I said, even if you're really really poor, somebody in your family is growing rice, and you won't starve, and they'll give it to anybody. The Thai people are unbelievable. One of the reasons why I'm here. Hey Randy, how you doing?
Same here. I mean, the people I work with, their salary in comparison to mine is so low, and I often think, how do you live? But they're just so generous.
It's unbelievable. I still don't understand how my wife did it, and I've said it many times. I think she makes a good wage. She works for the government. I think it's like 20,000 baht a month, maybe a little more. But she had her mother's house, the power there, the water there, electricity. She rented still have it, apartment in Bangkok. So she had the electric and the water there. Every weekend that the kids were in private school there, her mother would hop on a bus or a train and go there, so the kids didn't have to stay 7 days in the dormitories or whatever they have in the schools. So they would get out every weekend and back. That cost like, I don't know, 600-700 baht every time she went. Then they had the private school plus the food at the private school. I added it up and I said, you had to be eating nothing. She said, yeah, it's my fault that she gained 2 kilos, because when I came along, now she could eat anything she wants. Before she could barely afford rice. And it's amazing, the people, they do everything, especially for the elderly. They come first. Mother and father, I'm going to take care of them no matter what, and whatever they have to do. And some women have to make a decision on what they want to do, and they make the decision that they need to make. And I don't question anybody on what they do here, but they do put their elderly first. So,
yeah. I mean, my boss and his wife, they're both teachers here, and this is a fee-paying school I work in. They got 4 children that they send here to support their mother as well, and they're doing that on a salary of, it can't be maximum of 50,000 baht a month.
Wow,
It's amazing how they do it.
the 4 kids. Wow, yeah, I'm thoroughly amazed. I don't know, and she bought this property that we built this house on. It was paid for, and she bought it from a person that worked at TOT. Because she'll make anything. My wife will buy a piece of gold and put it on Facebook and take, whatever, everybody throw in 100 baht. I got to have this many people, and then she raffles it off, and she'll do that to make money. My wife is very on top of knowing how to make ends meet, and she's had a lot of people in her life that have helped her children, her mom and dad, and that's why I say when helping people, it definitely makes me feel better. And we were just talking about it last night. I said the biggest one that makes me feel the best is I give my mother-in-law 8,000 baht a month, and I did that when I got out of the 2 months in intensive care. I was in a month in the private room there. My wife stayed with me, but she had to get up in the morning and go to work. It was unbelievable. We hired the RNs out of the ones that weren't working in the ICU, and they came over for 500 baht a day for 15 bucks. But they only came at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they had to leave at, I think it was 2 o'clock. They had to leave at 2 o'clock, and then my mother-in-law and father-in-law, speaking no English, knowing nothing about me pretty much, would come over to the hospital and sit with me from 2 until 5 when my wife got off. And I said, you know, your mother's her hands are, she has arthritis in her wrist. She's a seamstress. I said, how does she still do it? She said, well, she really doesn't. And her whole life, her best friends are two police officers that are married together that have helped my wife and her family for ages. Great people. And the biggest thing that I think that she got out of it was always she's a proud lady like most of the Thai people anyway, and this lady would always have to buy her lunch or buy her coffee or whatever whenever they would meet, and she was on top of the world when she could actually take this lady out for lunch and buy her lunch and buy her a coffee and and stuff. So that kind of stuff really makes me a happy man. Hey
Yeah.
Waza, how you doing? Hey Black Sheep.
Yeah. No, another thing that
Hey
changed,
CJ.
another
Go
thing
ahead.
that changed me was the same reason I left the UK. In the UK, we're a complaining nation, and we got it easy. We really have.
Yeah.
We got all, you can get all your benefits, whatever. You can almost make as much by not going to work. And I have my own business, and people just complaining about things all the time. They're getting stuff for free because I used to subcontract for government agencies for government housing,
Right.
and the people, you're going in their homes, they're getting it for free, their house is free, and they're complaining. It's non-stop.
That's it. It's nothing here. I remember there was this one barbecue joint that was around the corner. It was my favorite one. It closed down now, but we'd go there, and usually we didn't go out after dark, but that place we would go at when it cooled down, 7 o'clock. We'd get out of there at 8:30, something like that, the whole family. And the one day I came out of there, and there was this older lady there. She had to be every bit of 80, maybe more. She couldn't. They didn't have a bicycle, but had a cart, and she was chopping grass down and putting it in the cart. And I asked my wife, "What is she doing?" She said she's either getting it for her cow or selling it to people that have. I said, "Well, so how much would she make or whatever?" She said she might work, all night long and maybe make 30 baht or something or 40 baht. And I'm going, "You're kidding me." So I went over and I only had 300 baht. I said, here's 300 baht. Take a few nights off. And the lady thought, you'd think I'd gave her a million baht. And then she went away, and my wife said, she's going to be back here tomorrow night. I said, yeah, I know that. She's not going to stop. That's for sure. But, they don't, in America, they go to the government and say, God, I can't do it. Give me money. Give me money. And, here they'll go and, hey, if I got to keep my business open and sell 3 meals, I can keep my lights on and feed my family. So if I got to sit here all day to sell those 3 meals, then that's what I'll do. And I don't know. I'm impressed. Put it that way. I grew up in the United States. Pretty much been to Mexico a bunch of times, but was never a gigantic round the world traveler. I did go to in 2015 for 8 months to Costa Rica, but and Costa Rica reminded me of the same thing. People were happy people. Their parents and everything came first. Their family came first. Same type of mentality and same weather, just on the other side of the world. They had their rainy season and dry season. Same temperatures, 80, 90, 100% humidity, and 85, 95, 100-degree temperatures. It was almost the exact same as here, just closer to the equator on the other side of the planet. But yeah, it's amazing. The people here, they'll do whatever they got to do, because I want to say that my mother-in-law and father-in-law from the government, as what we would call Social Security or retirement or whatever, get 500 baht each. So they get, between the two of them, they get $30 for the month, and I mean, I guess anything's a help. I mean, it's amazing because I tip 100 baht. If I go have a meal and it's 300 baht, I tip 100 baht. Just the way I am. My mom was a waitress. I was a single. She was divorced. She took care of me. She fed me, put my roof over my head. So, I'm always over tipping anyway. And now here, I thought my wife's eyes were gonna pop out of her head when I did it the first time. And she said, "No, too much, too much." I said, "Okay, here you give them, and they're happy with anything. 20. I mean, a lot of people just don't. They don't tip. They're not. I think in the tourist towns they expect them now to tip, and that's the way it was in Costa Rica. Same way, they were never only the tourist towns. They would look at you funny if you didn't leave them anything. The rest of Costa Rica, it was normal not to get a tip. So I don't know.
No,
It's interesting.
I'm a tipper. It's you think sometimes what we spend on a bit of dinner and a couple beers, not that I drink much now, but it could support their family for a day or two.
And that's the way they look at it. I don't. I look at it more now that, hey, this 100 baht, when you really think about it, my wife could eat lunch all week on that 100 baht
Yeah.
for 20 baht a bowl of noodles. She'd go out for lunch. She could eat the whole week. I have a little bit, but like we went out the other night, and probably the most I've spent on a dinner right close to here, and we had everything: sea bass, tom yum. We had pasta. Very good place. I don't know. I'm going to say 15 entrees. The 18-year-old can eat, 2,000 baht worth of food by herself, just sitting there, and she's this big around. She's the one that does the traditional Thai dance, and so she burns a lot of calories. But we went there, and I think that was the most. It was me. The kids just went back last night at 10 o'clock, back to Bangkok. So it was me, my wife, my mother-in-law, and the two kids, my father-in-law. Stayed at home, so it was only 5 of us, and it was 1,700 baht. And boy, I thought they were all going to pass out when the bill came, because that's a lot of money in their eyes. To me, it's like, hell, I used to go out with just my wife, and we'd spend $150 for dinner and drinks. Was easy to do. And here, what is that? 17, 50 bucks, something like that. 40, 45, 50 bucks, maybe a little more than 50, 60 maybe. But it didn't bother me. When the kids are here, I have a tendency to splurge more, I guess. Let me say hi to a couple of people here. I did say hi to Randy. I know that I saw CJ here. Are you still here, CJ? If you guys aren't subscribed, CJ got his channel taken down and didn't have a clue why. I still don't think he knows why. So did a couple other people that I know. YouTube doesn't tell you, I guess. You can challenge or whatever you want to do. But the poor guy, I don't know if you know CJ Paradise. Nice guy, real low key, never does anything wrong that I've ever seen. And just got to 1,000, maybe at 1,000 for under a week, and they took his channel. No. So I feel for him. Jake just put it up again. But really a nice guy. There he is. No info at all. The only thing he heard, some kind of rumors that you had nudity or something. You said there was a gal that was dancing in the background in a bikini. So he doesn't know. And they won't tell you, man. Which I think is kind of crappy. I mean, they should at least let you know what they did. So he's back. I don't know, where are you at now? Are you back climbing up? If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe to CJ. He deserves it. He gives a lot of good information on what's going on as far as with the government and stuff, updates, and he does that quite often. I'm sure he still does it. Only 50. Yeah, if you could, please subscribe. It's hard, man. I don't know. Like I said, I'm happy. I got to 1,000. That was my milestone. I'd like to reach that and get monetized. Had no clue why I wanted to get monetized, but I knew that was what everybody strived for, so I went there. But I don't know where it's at now. Doesn't matter to me. As long as I'm having a good time, I'm going to do this. I am going to go into I don't know if you've listened to me a couple of times, but I bought about, it's probably closer to 40,000 baht worth of camping equipment and air-conditioned tent, and I got a gas generator, and battery banks and solar panels, And I watch a lot of that solo camping, whether it be moto camping or in a camper or hiking or whatever, catch and cook type stuff. I really enjoy that. So I told everybody when I was supposed to do it yesterday, and I didn't get around to it, but I'm going to do it right across the street from my house in the field, just to make sure that I've got everything, and then I'm going to have a trailer made for the Forza to carry the air conditioner, the gas generator, the gas can, and a couple other things, about 150 pounds worth of stuff. So I think it'll be interesting. At the least, people will get enjoyment out of laughing at the guy that looks like Santa Claus out in the middle of nowhere with an air conditioner going on a tent.
They
Should
do
be
like to
interesting.
they do like to laugh at us for lang.
Yeah, yeah, and I know they're going to get a kick out of that. I'll probably get a lot of views from Thai people. There's Superman. I don't know if I've seen you before. How you doing? Thanks for coming.
No, they like you said, the kindness that they show us. Like I've had my experience with hospitals before, but just on a day to day, like the girls that work in Max Value, 7-Eleven, the gas station, they're just always so happy. And you know, some of them are doing it like 40 baht an hour, and
Yeah, you know, like even when I get weird looks because in the motorcycle I usually don't do it too much, but when I fill up in the truck, I almost always do it. I'll tip them 20 baht for filling my gas tank. And I've never seen such big smiles. They must never get any money at the gas station because they are always so excited to get that money because like I said that's two lunches that they can buy, you know, or you know, or if they want to make it themselves, hell, they could probably buy enough stuff to, you know, make lunch for the whole week. But it's hard to look at it that way. I had a hard time getting there. Let's see. What is this one? Somebody's asking something here. Hey, David, how you doing? I don't know if I met you before, but welcome. What are your thoughts on health insurance requirements possibly increasing? I looked online and just one example, they quoted 38 per year to meet the million baht coverage. Seems like that would. I haven't heard. You mean to come here and retire, correct? Because see, I don't have to. I don't have to deal with that because I'm on my wife's insurance. She works for the government. But I know the people that I had talked to, I think they were at like 16 or 1800 a year. But you're saying they wanna bump it up, man. Well, you know, I guess it all depends on your situation. Um, I'll tell you what, I didn't have insurance when I first got here, and it cost me a million baht. It cost me $30,000 because because I didn't have insurance, and God knows what it would have cost in the United States to be in ICU for 2 months and in a private room for a month, 3 months in
right,
the hospital. It had to be over
frightening.
$1 million. Yeah. So, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything. Anybody else? This channel kind of uh, makes people think. Do you think so? I don't know. You know, it all depends. The places that I've looked, I guess Vietnam would be an option at this point to move. I just like Thailand. I don't want a communist government. Some of the other places that I've seen, even if I had to pay 3,800, what is that? Let me just
100,000,
see.
105,000.
38 divided by 12. It's $300 a month. I mean, people would be happy in the United States to pay $300 a month for insurance if it covered everything. Don't get me wrong; it is a substantial amount of money for somebody that's coming here on a fixed income. But if you're, yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yeah, I think we're on the same page. You know, but I understand it though. You know, but when I look at first off, if you're going to come here and you're going to retire here, and you're gonna have to be over 50. If you're married, you're going to get away with just being able to shove 400,000 to cover your requirements for your visa every year. So 300 out of, maybe if you're married and you're just on Social Security from the United States, you probably got at least 3,000. So you're still at 2,700 a month without your, well, if it was both of you, you'd be down to 2,200, which is still feasible. And I don't know where else you would go to live for 3,000. I know my mom and me were talking about it, and she said that the one bedroom apartments in Reseda, which is not the greatest part of the San Fernando Valley outside of Los Angeles in California, was 2,000 a month. So when you're only on 3,000 and someone wants 2,000 to get a one bedroom and live, you know, granted there's probably places in the Midwest where you could go and live for 500 or 600 a month, but I still think Thailand would be an option for me anyway.
Insurance is something I gotta start looking at, because I've been doing the government insurance because I'm on a work permit for 11 years now, where
Right.
I pay 750 baht a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it's marvelous. And I actually get into a private hospital, Payatai, because they have a little bit of social security they can do, a little department.
The people that I've talked to has been around at least now, and that would 18 and 18. That you're talking about doubling it, right? Is that what you're saying, David? Because you're saying 36, and most of the people that I know, they're right around 16, 1,800 a year. So they want to double it for people. That's, I don't know. I don't think Thailand's stupid in any means. I think that if they know they're going to completely push themselves out of people wanting to come here and retire, they're going to think twice about doing that. But I know that there was a bunch of rumors going around before that they were supposed to take the 800,000 up to 1.2 million to have in the bank for your retirement, or show that income into Thailand, and that never transpired. So we'll see.
There's always rumors. A lot of people got nothing better to do than spread rumors.
Yeah, that could be, but I've never heard that. And if you, where did you say you heard it from? I don't. Let me go back here.
And
What are my thoughts? I looked. Oh, he looked online at just one example, and they quoted 38 to meet the million baht coverage. Seems like that one. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen that. If you come to Thailand wanting to retire, come on a tourist visa and then get a retirement visa in Thailand. That's what I did. You don't have to have insurance, however, it's good to have in any place. Yeah, and I don't know. I still, you're saying that somebody was online quoting that for the million baht coverage that you would need. I don't know the people that I know that have here, but maybe they're on marriage stuff here, so they probably don't have to show that million. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe somebody else knows in here. Let's see if let me see what I
my
missed.
advice would be to get here, and then there's always someone that.
Yeah, exactly. I tell people, here's Mark. What is Mark saying? My Thai insurance is still cheaper than Australian. I negotiated it down to 22,000 from 38,000 due to be paying the higher excess. So what is 20? I don't have I do have a calculator. 22,000 divided by 36, 611 for the year, right? I'm imagining that's for the year, Mark. Mark and yeah, that sounds outrageous. Yes, September 1st they want to increase. I understand it could change. Wait and see. Yeah, and that's the insurance company or the government that put out something saying that they wanted to raise it. Good. I could see the insurance companies wanting to, but
Yes. Imagine that insurance companies have lost a lot of money in the last 2-3 years.
yeah. But now with the, I don't even know why they. Well, I understand. I mean, if I came here, I don't know if people know exactly how Thai hospitals work. When I was in intensive care in the private hospital here in Surin, at the desk in the center of ICU, there is a nurse there that is a financial nurse, okay? And all she does is when you walk in those doors to come and see somebody there, you go up to her and show that you paid the amount that you needed for yesterday, needed to be paid before you see your loved one. If it goes 2 or 3 days, they have the option of shipping you off to the government hospital. And I guess what I'm saying, you need to pay every day, regardless where you're at. Government hospital, private hospital. They let me go for some reason. My doctor said, this guy's a good guy, everything's going to be all right. They don't let Thai people stay there as long as they let me stay there without paying the money that I needed to pay, because my wife, we'd only been together 8 months. She didn't have access to my bank accounts. She didn't have access to my family phone number. She had to go on Facebook, and it was a whole deal on how she basically saved my life, because they were getting to the point where they were said, we're going to ship him, and the nurse told her, if we ship him, he will die between here and the government hospital, because the oxygen quality in the government ambulances is crud, and he will die before he gets to the government hospital. So luckily, my brother got a hold of the hospital and my cousins and everybody, and they got money, and then she had access to my account, and everything was fine after that. A million baht later, I was out. So you got to have insurance. But Mark said I did. He did Hellfire Pass. Did you answer, Mark? Was that for the year, or did you have to go to work? He might have had to leave. I wasn't trying to spell it. Black Sheep spelled it. I can't spell anything. That's why I do live streams, because I can't spell. But I think that sounds about right. I think Chuck and them, I want to say they were 1,400 a year, and it all goes off of age. Mark's like a spring chicken. He's a young guy. He's not, but you get up close to 70, and I think 70 is pretty much the point where they're saying if you don't already have insurance with us, you're probably not going to get it, or it's going to be an absorbent amount of money. That was another thing that I didn't really ask you either. Was how old are you, David? It does vary a lot on age, on how old you are.
And the other good thing here is as soon as you get it, like I got an AIA accident insurance, which I've had 11 years as well, and that price will never go up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Yeah. They told me. Well, it was also made a big difference on pre-existing conditions, but it was really weird the way that they thought it. Like I have 2 stents in, and the way that they explained it to me, because I was going to go ahead and get it anyway, but then my wife said no, I can cover everything after we got married. But I guess if I was to go, 2-3 years without any kind of problems, they would say, okay, now if something does happen, we'll cover this. Your premium's going to go up a little bit or whatever. I don't know if that's true. I was only told that. But they pre-existing conditions, and you can't go without telling them, because if something does happen, you're going to be responsible for everything. Like if I said, oh no, I don't have any heart problems, and then I have a heart attack and end up in the ICU for 3 months, they're not going to pay it. So you have to be open, I guess is what I'm saying.
yeah, my last insurances in the UK, they wouldn't insure my left leg because I've had 70 odd stitches in there through sporting injuries.
Yeah, I got both my knees. Both my knees need to be replaced. Hey Douglas, how you doing? It was really weird because my brother, he was working for a company, and actually was the same air conditioning company that I had helped start with a friend of mine when we were 18, 19 years old, way back when. And he left there and and started his own business. And the Cobra insurance and stuff that he had for him, his wife, and his 3 kids was $2,500 a month, $2,500 US a month, and he was happy to pay that because they weren't going to insure him. So he got his own company and got all that stuff. But he still pays, I don't know how much, but he still pays a hell of a lot of money. Hey Andy, hey Robert Mack, how you doing? And Andy. 59. So yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see how that goes, David. I'm always curious on insurances and stuff. And, like I said, I am a selfish person. If I could sit here and say, Thailand is a horrible place, please don't come here. It is just horrible. You're going to have a miserable time. Cost of living is out of sight. And, then I could do that, but I don't have the heart because of the places you could walk like that are behind me on my green screen. It's just an awesome place. Do I like being able to travel and not have 10,000 people on a beach? Yeah, you bet. Is it good for the Thai people? Absolutely not. They need the tourists here to buy their, 30 baht, 20 baht meals and their meat on a stick and, everything that they can sell. They need it. But that's why you'll never hear me say, if I really thought that Thailand was a horrible place, first off, I wouldn't be here. And, I wouldn't be telling everybody to come. But, like I said before, and this will be the 200th time, if you're going to retire if you're not going to retire in your own country, you ought to come and give a 3-month, 6-month shot to Thailand. Like we've been talking about it, like David had said, that if they try to raise stuff out to where it's almost not feasible. But if you're a husband and wife, and even if you're single, but if you're a husband and wife and each got 1,500 Social Security coming in, you got 3,000 a month, you can live quite nicely for the rest of your life in Thailand. Are you going to be able to eat out every night of the week? No, but probably 5 nights. And maybe cheaper. I know it comes to a certain point that, yeah, I like to cook for myself and stuff, but by the time I got it and you bought too much and this got wasted and this went bad and all that, it would have been cheaper to go out and, have something to eat someplace else. But that's a single, guy. That was my mentality way back when.
I like cooking, so I'm lucky and I'm finding, but it'd probably be cheaper for me to eat out every night.
I bet it would. Yeah, I'm a firm believer that, especially here, like I said, and it wouldn't have to be just, noodles. A good variety of Thai food, you could have no problem. Because what I bring in like about 3,300 a month, and I've got the house payment, a car payment, a Forza payment. I give my wife money to run the house. I give my mother-in-law money. All this stuff, and I still got like 50,000 baht left over. So, people that say that, you can come here and live for $1,000 a month, you can. Would I? No. But you can. And when you look at some other place like the United States, when you couldn't even afford to pay for a studio apartment in any decent neighborhood, being able to completely live, because you can get a place here in Surin for $225 a month with air conditioning, studio apartment. And when you're talking about that and then, air conditioning, electricity, your other stuff, is it feasible? Yeah, you can do it. But I wouldn't suggest it to anybody.
I live off my teacher's salary quite comfortably, and my outgoings a month for rent, electric, internet, everything's about 12,500 baht. It's like $360.
Yeah, it's feasible. It is feasible to do. And like I said, the only way that I can see that if you have anything, even if you've got, let's say you didn't have retirement, I have retirement and Social Security and all the bells and whistles. But if you only had Social Security, and the average Social Security in the U.S. right now is about $1,700, you can't even meet and you're 50, you can't even meet the income unless you've got 800,000. And if you want to live in the United States and you don't own the house that you're sitting in, no way that you're going to live there for 1,500, 1,600, 1,700. Now, can you live in Thailand on that? You can live on. Not a problem. Little extra money. Hopefully you had some money put away and you can put the 800,000 in the bank. You don't have to worry about bringing in any money. You just show that every month. 1,700, I think, is a good, solid number for a single person in Thailand. 25, 2,000 would be a better number, but between 16 and 18, I think is feasible to have a good end of days life.
Yeah, no, you live very comfortable life for that.
Yeah, I think so. I'm 62, so under 500 US. And you pay under. That's for your insurance, I'm imagining. Tom had mentioned David, here, this AA insurance brokers, Patea, might want to check. Agree, love Thailand, can't get back there fast enough. Yeah, regardless of insurance costs. Married to a Thai woman, so just trying to plan. Yeah, and if you said, how old did you say you were? I can't remember. God, my mind's gone. Anybody else? Oh, 59. So you can get a retirement or a marriage visa, and only have to put the 400 in. But like I said, there was a whole bunch of rumors about them doubling that. And see, when it gets up to 1.2, then it starts to mess with me a little bit on how much I bring in, because I like to leave so much in the United States to cover anything. I leave it there for my airline tickets and crap like that. But you know, it I don't know, the at the 1.2 million, now you're pushing, if the bot gets strong and the dollar comes down, you know, because mine at that 3,200 could be anywhere from 115,000 baht down to 99, you know, and if you get below that, you're pushing that 1.2, because that's how much I bring in every month. So I was kind of not worried, because I'm going, man, I just can't see them doing that. But luckily they didn't do that, so we'll see. But if Tom, I'm imagining, is saying that, then that AA or whatever it was is probably a decent one. I thought I saw Tim here. I did. Morning. How you doing, brother Tim? Hope you're doing well. Have you got the iRacing car set up yet? I'm ready to go. I'm locked and loaded. I got yelled at yesterday. Instead of them telling me I didn't know what I was doing, because the guy brake checked me and I ran in the back of him. No one will know what we're talking about, but it's an iRacing thing. I never knew nothing about iRacing until 3 months ago now, Tim. 3 months ago, Tim turned me on to it, and I went out and bought cheap gear, and I'm having a bunch of fun doing it, because I'm not good with any other games. No iRacing yet.
One of my students has challenged me to play a game called Roblox.
Roblox. I never
Yeah,
heard
and
of
put
that.
it on my channel, so I'm going to embarrass myself doing that.
My kid had all the, what was it called? All the Zelda and all the ones where you jump and all that. All I would do is come up. If there was a bridge, I'd fall off the bridge. If there was this, no, I watched them do it. But this racing thing I can actually do, halfway decent. But the other games, no. Is Crease living? I didn't see the net. Oh, there she is. Hi, Nanette. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe to Nanette's channel. Is Chris leaving? Hey, Aaron, what's up? Yeah, I am doing a lot better. Still a little congested, but tested negative. The wife tested negative, so.
CJ's asking me if I got a teaching degree. It's actually here by me.
Yeah, there he is. Certified. So I had heard in the past anyway, maybe you can clarify it. There are some cases where you could just be someone from the US or the UK and get a job teaching online, and then there's other cases where you actually have to have a teaching degree to get a job. I don't know. I knew.
When I first come here, you could get a job in a language school by having a TEFL, which is teaching English as a foreign language certificate, from doing a course. I did an online course.
I see.
But in schools, it's always kind of been a bachelor degree. I actually came, and then they changed it. It could be any bachelor degree. Now it really has to be a bachelor in education, because you've got to be approved by the Thai Teachers Council.
Okay.
Which,
that's what I heard too. They had changed it quite a bit from a few years back.
there's my teaching license. 5 year.
There you go.
Same shirt.
Yeah, because a lot of people, I guess, used to come here, and that's the way that they stayed here was, having maybe some other little kind of a job or something, but their main thing was teaching English online.
Yeah, because well, they could work in language center schools without any degree. There was always ways around it. Um, I actually came here 12 years ago, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I'd been ill in the UK, and I gave up the business. I saw the world as a different place after losing nearly 2 years to illness.
Oh wow.
And um, like I said, all the complaining, I I really saw it through different eyes. And I've always travelled, and I came here. I knew a girl from online, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I knew I had to do summer because otherwise I'd end up spending too much time in bars. I was a bit younger then, and she introduced me to a teacher, and I came here doing some volunteering, and they offered me a job. And the school I work in, I'm walking distance of immigration, and they send their children here, and they knew all about me. And then the law started changing, and I was employed as a conversation coach or something or other like that. And then I went to redo my visa 1 year, and they said to me, "Look, you've really got to go and get yourself a degree." So I joined a international program in Bangkok, and I used to go for 3 years. I went there every weekend, including summer term, Saturday and Sunday, to
Oh
study
really?
for education degree.
Wow.
But it's been worth it. I mean, I can take that anywhere in the world now. Not that I want to go anywhere really.
Yeah, that's the like what he was asking earlier was where. God, I just don't know. Like I said, now if Robert Mack was still here, um, I guess there is an option for Vietnam. The Vietnam's supposed to be the next Thailand or whatever, but I know that like Singapore is like off the charts expensive. I don't know what it's like to tell you the truth in Cambodia or Laos, but I don't know if I'd want to live in any Thailand. The I don't know. I just like my name says, got to love Thailand. I love Thailand, and I don't see if it comes down to I don't have a choice now. I'm married. I'm dug into to Thailand, but the only thing that I could think of that would make a difference is if they started raising all sorts of crazy prices would be to step down to or step to a marriage visa, bring 400 over here, and just live an easier or less expensive life because it's easy to do. I mean, if you're just cruising around, it costs money to travel and to go to hotels, even though the hotels are ridiculously cheap. It costs money, so you just cut back on all that stuff. I guess it all depends on like I gauge everything off of. I had a house, zero, didn't cost me $1. I could have stayed in the U.S. and I would have had the same, 3,500 a month. Could I have lived out my days? Sure, not a problem. But what makes it a little bit different too now is that people that can retire that own homes, especially in California, that they're almost paid off or are paid off, that would normally sell for $250,000, they're selling for 800, and they've got 5 or 6 people bidding after them. So granted they're raising the interest rates now a little bit, but it's still nothing. But if you were to sell something like that, put the money in the bank, and come to some place like Thailand, I think your quality of life would be a lot better. There's Robert Mack, and I don't know what do you think, Robert, of the to live in Vietnam? I know they changed stuff. I know they pretty much kicked everybody. He had a 5-year visa, and I think you were having problems even getting back in there 6 months ago, right? And he's married to a Vietnamese woman, so I don't think that a lot of their stuff's easy, but maybe Robert will. Thailand. Well, maybe Robert will answer. I don't know. Sometimes he comes in and out, so he might have already went back out. Although he did answer Tom. But anyway, there was a lot of stuff about being able to get. I know just recently they were supposed to put out a big thing that there was going to be a certain type of visa where, anybody could come and stay for a long time and all this, and then they said no, we're not going to do that. So I don't know. It just seems a little bit shady to me. I like Thailand as a place. There's Verna. How you doing, Verna? If you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe to Verna's channel, please. Hey Alex, what's up? This is weird. I was actually working on an update Thailand cost of living video before I came here. Yeah, we were talking about. Somebody had brought up in the chat that the insurance they're talking about going up to 30. What was it? 3,800 or 3,600 a year U.S. dollars, which it's about 300 a month. And if you got two people, that's 600 a month. It's getting up to where it could possibly cut into somebody's quality of life that they had in their mind. Because I know like Chuck and stuff. I want to say his 1,600. But yeah, so we were talking about that. Alex, Doug was pretty bad. Still fighting on. Yeah, I'm just a little congested. I'm okay now. I hope you're feeling better. I know I watched. What was the last one I watched? I think I'm caught up. Maybe I missed one. If you guys aren't subscribed either to Alex's, which is Jiu-Jitsu Passport, by all means, excellent content. He's cranking it. He's only been doing it, I think. How long, Alex? 6 months? I think he's got over 3,000 subscribers. He does excellent. He's not like me. My vlogging capabilities are a 2, and his are a 9. He's up there with all the boys that I consider to do good work, and that would be James and Chuck and Joe. Those are probably the top 3 that I watch. That's what people ask me all the time. What is that?
Just showing CJ, Bellarmine Global Education in Nonthaburi is like the middleman, and they put you onto the universities.
This is the place where you went.
Yeah.
Very good. 8 months. That's extraordinary, Alex. That's a great job. But like I said, if you guys subscribe to Alex and go and check him out, you'll understand why his content is really good. Robert's saying, I'm married to a Vietnam. Go ahead.
I started at the same time as Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm 1 away from 300.
All right. Yeah, somebody subscribe to Moonwalk, get him to 300. I'm married to a Vietnamese, so I'm exempt 5 years, 6 months entry, which I can extend. Need to go to trip. Yeah, but wasn't it 6 months ago or 8 months ago they wouldn't let you in? Or am I remembering wrong? Which could be possible. my mind. Tacos on me. Yeah, I want to go to this place Tom is telling me about. Is Tom still in the chat? What is it? Taco Tuesday or something? Or I can't remember, but definitely you get me around Mexican food and I can eat enough tacos to break you. But yeah, definitely.
I actually have my highest views in a day for my most recent video about the breakfast in Pattaya.
Oh yeah?
So I'm going to do a few more of them.
It's really weird the way videos are. You think I think this one's gonna do good, and it doesn't get nothing. And then one of them you think nothing about gets 5 times what you normally get. YouTube's a weird deal, but I'm having a bunch of fun. Hey T, how you doing?
Hello T.
Andy's got a question. Let's see what. Saying, Dave, have you sorted out? No, I've got it here. Everything's done. It's got to go out. I'm still trying to put up this tent thing and get around a bunch of stuff. I'm having real problems getting the koi back without killing them all, and it's been kind of a nightmare. But that's an excuse. I need to get it out, and it needs to go. I got one, in case you were wondering. Paul, I've got one page left in my passport, so I gotta send it in and get it done. Hey,
I
John, how you doing?
I did that. The kindness of Thai people. I had that. I had one page left, and at the time, I think it was on a student visa, and I had to go out, and um, I couldn't get my new passport, and I ended up having to go to Jane Wattener in Bangkok, and they were brilliant, and then they gave me 6 weeks to get my new passport. It'd been delayed by about 3 weeks. It normally takes 4 or 5 weeks, but for some reason it was delayed a bit more.
All
And
right.
it came about 3 days before I was due to go there, before the expiration date. And on the day I went there, I was there trying to, because she'd give me a little note, say, do this, come to this special place. But no one knew of this special place. And when I was in there in the middle of all the confusion, this is immigration officer, and I'm not sure of her rank, but high up, I think. She telephoned me to remind me. And I think
They're,
that
they're great here. These people know me. When I was getting my retirement visa, my wife was doing a bunch of stuff while I had a tube down my throat in ICU, and you're not supposed to take any pictures in ICU, and you're not supposed to. The doctor actually talked to them at immigration. The doctor let her take a couple of pictures to show them in immigration, and they were awesome. Like I said, people give you horror stories. Those are the guys that jump up and down and go, "I can't believe you're doing this. Why don't you do it this way? You guys are so screwed up. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground." And then I'm behind them going, "Oh, this poor guy." And never going to get anything out of these people.
I remember
Nothing.
some guy walking around immigration. Oh, it'd be easier to buy a gun in this country. I was like, you're going to see guns in a minute.
Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest thing that I learned when I came here. Because I did, it's hard for me to do the sabai sabai, although I'm getting really good at it now. But especially with that or anything that had to do with police and government and anything like that, it was yes, ma'am, no, sir, yep, yep. Oh, you wanted this paper, but no, you don't need this one now. You need this. Okay, I'll be back. I'm retired. I've got all day to do whatever I want. And people just get, and it's mostly retired people, I think, expats that are here, and they get upset because because if you go in and people know, or if you don't, if you're here in Thailand and you go to immigration, the same immigration, and you get an immigration officer that tells you, no, I need you to come back tomorrow with this, this, and this, and the next day you come back, but you don't get that same person, they're going to say, no, no, I don't need those. I need this, this, and this. And you get upset at all, man, you're going to be there weeks upon months, and if you ever get anything out of them. But if you say, really, where can I? Oh, all you got to do is go outside, you get the picture, make a left, go down the block, a block and a half, get this paper, and go over here and get that. You could be back here in 20 minutes. Really? Thank you for the help. Go back, get it, come, done. And it's smooth as glass. And I did my last re-up for my in February of my retirement visa. My wife was supposed to go with me, and she had to work, and I went in and did it myself. I was surprised because you think after 4 years, they could teach a 63-year-old guy how to speak Thai, and I don't know if I'm just too old or I just don't want to learn. I don't know, but it's horrible. But I don't know, and they did it 1,900 baht, and I was out of there, and the multiple entry. But
Trying to change. I've been lucky. I've had someone do it for me for 11 years. So
yeah, and I tell people that too. And James, Chocolate Man in Thailand, is a big advocate of that. When Mitch got here, he paid to get everything done, and it was the smoothest thing he'd ever been through. And they helped him get his licenses, his bank account, his visa, everything. And if you're not, but once you get it, to go back in and you make a list and keep everything that it took to get the first one or the second one, it's going in there and paying the money and showing them. It's not.
and,
And here, there's no one here. We have a brand new government center. You get there at opening in the morning, there's one other person there. So to do my 90-day check-in, leaving my house back to my house, I was back in 20 minutes total. I was there a whole 10 minutes, so it makes it nice.
Same for me. I can walk to immigration. So,
I know I
and
had one thing.
like I said, there's parents, if they see me, they're like, "Oh, come here, come here, come here. What do you want?"
Let's see, John said next time I'm here in Thailand, I'll start with a 15-month visa. I don't know.
Um,
Is that a? I don't know what a 15-month is. I think
and
it's a new thing.
just get, that's what Chuck's mum's just done. You come on 3 months and they extend it by 12 when
Oh,
you get
right, right. Okay, I see.
to.
Start with a 15.
Just gonna answer T. Yeah, I have classes at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
I'm actually being in contact with T to show him this idea, to share this idea with him, because I've been following him for a long time.
Yeah, I think it's like I said. In case we get cut short on time and you gotta duck out, just keep me advised. Anytime you want to come on and promote the what you're doing, just let me know. Come on anytime you want.
I'll try and persuade my friend, the doctor, to come on. She's a bit shy. Her English is perfect, but she's
But
just shy.
have her come on under her own deal, and then just tell her to do that, and shut off her camera, and she can talk as much as she wants. That's what I tell people because I was that way when Joe a year ago. I didn't want anything. So, but I really like T and Deer. I haven't met Deer yet, but I met T on the motorcycle ride we did, and I'm hoping to do another one with him. Nice young man, good people. I hope he does well. I know we were talking the other day about making money on YouTube, and I hope that him and his wife. I like to see the Thai people are the ones that are actually doing it, or the Filipinas, or whatever that they're doing this to make money. And then I still don't think, with all the trolls and whatever, they want to make a big deal out of making money. Well, hell, that's what this platform's here for. Do I use it for that? No. Do a lot of people? Yes. And I hope T and Deer make money at it. That's what it's all about. Be nice if he could teach and supplement his income to pay for all the travel that they do their videos on. Nothing wrong with that I see.
I may have something for him.
Yeah, you need to get together, T. But you have all his information.
Maybe I'll swim across. I'm on the other side of the Gulf of Thailand from him.
I keep on threatening. We're going to do another motorcycle deal, and it's probably going to be, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be after the first of the year. But I might do one and try to get one together with T and maybe a couple other people before then. T, I'll let you know.
But I'm not much of a biker though. I got my 115cc Yamaha. That's enough for me.
That's all you need.
The beast.
That's all you need. I've been on two wheels since I was 2, so my wife doesn't quite understand that. But you might as well kill me if you're not going to let me go out and.
My older brother and friends were into their bikes, but I kind of tried it. But I spent more time on my ass than I did on the bike. So.
So Douglas says the same thing, a non-immigrant go for 3 months and then a 12-month for the deal. I still need to do the bank account. So far, no luck, but we'll do as they ask. Why aren't you having luck? I know that Meow and Jim were having problems because Bangkok changed their policy, and now you have to go to the U.S. Embassy and get your passport certified, but you don't need to do that with any other bank. The only thing I've had Bangkok since I've been here, is I can bring in whatever sum of money pretty much that I want. The other banks, I think, limit you to 5,000 or 3,000 or something. I can't remember exactly, but you shouldn't have any problem. I got mine on a tourist visa. You shouldn't have any problem, John. I'd be curious to know why you haven't had any luck.
All right. Well, I'm really going to have to fly because as good as my students are, they may need me.
All right, I'm glad you came on. I'm looking forward to you starting your new venture, and anything that I can do, keep me advised. I'll donate. I'll do what I can to help out by all means.
Thanks for your time, man. if you're doing next time I'm available, I think Friday, if you're doing a stream, I might have some more news by then.
Sure, you're more than welcome anytime, Paul. Anytime you want.
Is appreciated. And how do I put it? I'll be eternally grateful for any help that anybody gives me.
Sure.
Because
Sure.
the good feeling I'm already getting, I know it's going to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I think it will. Anything that's helping the Thai people, the people that really care about them, are going to help regardless. So I don't think you're going to have any problem finding the good people. So
I know it's a little bit selfish because I will take a salary from the foundation eventually, but
yeah, but you got to make a living. I mean, that's
yeah,
that's understandable.
I'm doing it because I want to give. I'm not doing it because I want to be rich. Just want to get that.
Yeah, by all means, I look forward to hearing from you for sure.
Thank you. Like I say, I just want to thank everybody in advance.
Well, good. Hopefully, we'll hear from you on Friday. You're more than welcome. If you've got more information, come on anytime you want.
All right, thank
Carte
you.
blanche. All right, Paul.
All right, and thanks everybody, and catch you soon.
All right.
All right, cheers.
Bye. Let's see what it is. I'm trying to convince my wife to head over to Thailand for a few days at the end of our Vietnam trip. Wish me luck. I hope so. I didn't get to see you last time, so I'll do everything that I can to make that. Hey, Ron, how you doing? Go to the green bank. Not recall the bank's name. Yeah, I know they're like colors, right? I think the loan that we have on the house is, or that my wife has, is a pink bank because I think that's the government bank. What did somebody help out storekeeper? Thanks. We'll go look now. I don't know what. Oh, Douglas. What category do you apply when you get these O visas? Hard to figure out. The Thai embassy website. Yeah. Yeah, he can help you. You should know. It should be easy. But yeah, I don't understand, John, why they. The same with my Thai ID, they said. Okay, what did you say before that I missed? I still need to do is the bank account. So oh, okay. Well, I don't understand why you can't get why you can't get a bank account. I got mine on my tourist visa, but it was 4 years ago. But I know that Jim and Meow just went. They couldn't get it at Bangkok. They did. They went down and got his passport certified, and then went and got it. But while they were waiting for that, I said that doesn't seem right. And they went into another one. I don't know which one it was. Maybe if they're listening, they can jump in here and tell you which one it was. And they got a bank account there that day. So something's not making sense to me. Yeah, for an OA if you're out of country. True. Thanks for research. Cool. Yeah, he's got a good channel. You guys aren't subscribed, by all means. You must have health insurance for the OA visa, right? So if you get the 3-month tourist visa or the 60 days with the 30 kicker, and then you come here and put together whether you have an agency or whatever you do to get it, you get your O, and you don't need to have the insurance. Although, like I said, man, not a good idea. Definitely check and make sure that you can get at least something. Talk to Tom. Tom's saying that AA is or AA is a good one. At least check with 2 or 3 of them and get something. Don't go without insurance. Want to be apply for a marriage visa? Yeah, then I would go with the 3-month, the 60 days, and the 30, and then come here and either do it yourself or have an agency do it, and they'll run it through, and you'll be with an O. And Chuck just had somebody in Bangkok do it that he knew that kind of owed him a favor, I think, for his mom. Did the same thing when I was here. That's what I did. I came on the tourist visa, actually 2 or 3 of them, and then after that had it rolled over into typo. Haven't rolled over to a marriage yet. And from what the guy said there, even my the guy I deal with, or the people lady, there, she said it's a pain in the rear. They want pictures of this and that, and she said, if you want to, we can do it, but I had cut it short. I was only like 3 days early for my deal. I waited way too long again, and so I said, no, let's not this time, but maybe next time I will. Like I said, if they change that 400, 800 to to 800, 1.2 million, then I will definitely do it, so I don't have to worry about what the bot's doing against the dollar. Paul's saying, I'll put a contact email. Cool. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. A good person. I'm interested to see what he's going to do. And like I said, with me, and I think most of the people that watch this channel want to help Thailand. You're here in their country. Why not? And you don't want to hurt yourself by giving, but if you can give a little bit, give a little bit. The stamp, I think, put the wrong date in. Okay, did I miss one other one? What did I miss, John? Where are you at now? How come these people? I don't know. Miss. Oh, okay, it's way up there. Never came through. I think I saw. Yeah, here it is. Here. Thank you, Meow. If you need Bangkok Bank, need your certified. What was the name of the one that you guys walked into? The pink one, the green one, the yellow one. Do you know the name of the bank? Yeah, and I don't know. I would see coming here when I did it. I came here, had to go to Patong because I was in Kamala, and to immigration. I got 3 verifications of residency, one for my bank account, one to buy a scooter, and one to get my license. So I bought 3 of them. They're supposed to be free. I've heard people paying 100 baht to 500 baht each for them. So you go figure. If you want to sit there and fight over whether it's supposed to be free and pay 250 baht, I just pay whatever they're asking. It's just me. You can do what you want. I don't think the bank comes into play until you apply for your. No, you can get it any time. I did, Ron. I got mine. Hell, I was only here a week in 2018, and that's all I needed. Went to immigration and got those. I think it's verification of residency, and then now you tell them. Back then, they used them all for whatever. Now they had them. They actually put on there that this one's for a driver's license, this one's for to buy a motorbike, this one's for whatever bank account they put it. So just check with the bank, regardless of whether it was the pink or the other. The only one that we know for sure through Jam, I almost said, through Jim and Meow, that Bangkok is now requiring that certification. And I'm almost positive that the other one said that they didn't need it. They got the bank account that day, if I remember right. CJ, go to Thailand on a 30-day and exempt, and then apply for no, and then extension based on marriage. Yeah, you could. I would get a little bit more time just in case you're a procrastinator like me. But yeah, as long as you get here and you do whatever you need to do, you should be able to get it. There it is. Jim got, yeah, whatever that. I'll butcher that. Krung Thai Bank. But you should be able to get it. I paid 500 baht a few times. I did then. I paid 500. The last time I went, I only paid 100. So I was because I procrastinate. In 2018, I had already got the embassy. I was the last one to raise my hand and say, yes, I make $1 million a day. And for $50, they swore to it. And I had 6 months to use it into 2019 and never got around to doing it, of course. And I also didn't go and get my driver's license. I did buy the scooter, and I did get the bank account. So this last time, because I just got both my driver's licenses 2 months ago, something like that. So I'm happy. And those are two, in case anybody's wondering. When you come to Thailand, 2 years, and then after that 2 years, when you re-up, you get 5 years. 5 years. So I'll have this license for 2 years, and then if I'm still alive in 2 years, I'll get 5 more. Y'all have a great day. Gonna try to drink some. All right. Hope you feel better, Alex. I was by myself today, so she can smooth over if she's really good. I think Jim's talking to Tim. The whole family, 10 of us, go tomorrow. Oh, I'm guessing that's to get the vehicle, right? Am I guessing right? Hey, Joe, there you are. How you doing, Joe? Thanks for the super chat. You're all right. Thanks a lot, Joe. From Pattaya Mall. I don't know what I'm missing stuff left and right. You'd think I'd be a little quicker. Okay, I think I'm caught up. I am. Wow. Okay. What did Ron say? Well, Joe, what's the house? Then you'll be your age. Hello, welcome. Hey, Randy. Dave, you discuss with your missus on December if she's joining you. No, I haven't. I should do that, right? Are you gonna come on later or no? Or maybe we have that other deal we could talk. I know I saw a couple of clicks down in my corner. I think you were rapping with Mitch, maybe. Yeah, and I don't know. It was really weird because I was told, just in case somebody asks, I was told when you come to Thailand, if you're just on a 3-month tourist visa, whatever your license is will suffice. It's not a problem. After that, I was told if you get a retirement visa and you've got a long stay, doesn't have to be retirement, a long stay visa, they expect you to have a Thai driver's license or the international driver's license. I had both. I got my international before I came, but still, I've been here 4 years almost, and up until 2 months ago, I didn't have a Thai driver's license. All I had was my California driver's license, which I was able to just go online and click a button, pay $26, and they gave me another 5 years on my license. Sent it to my mom's house. My mom sent it to me, but supposedly it was supposed to be any good. But Jim, I talked to and told him that, and he said that the people in Meow's family said, or police or somebody they know said, no, that's not right. I wouldn't do that. So I don't know, conflicting stuff. Imagine that in Thailand. But I don't think he has to worry. Today's the 1st. That's probably why he's going to pick up the truck tomorrow, because his international driver's license is today. I think is the first day, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Aaron. Question. Yeah. I guess JAM stands for Jim and Meow. So Jim is her husband's name, and who I call Jam is Meow, Joe. So I have to catch myself every once in a while because I want to call her Jam. But super people, just super people. September 1st is an important date for upcoming immigration news. All those applying for OA retirement visa at the Thai embassies or annually extending their Thai immigration. Okay, that's good to know. We'll need general health insurance of at least 100,000 or over 3 million baht. But and that's the one that you said that you were getting quotes at 36 or 3,800 a year for that insurance. For your, I think you said you were 59. You gotta excuse me, David. My mind is sometimes it's scatterbrained. But anyway, was that for the? Is that the 38 or so that you got quoted? My 5-year Thai driver's license expired in 14. I'd bring it anyway. Show it to him. I know that I showed him my California driver's license with my M1 motorcycle endorsement on it. I didn't have to take anything on the scooter side, and just the red, blue color blindness test and the hit the brake or whatever it is. That was it. And watch a. Some people don't even have to watch the movie, but they had like 10 people there, so I guess they didn't want to let them all skate. So I had to watch a 45-minute movie in an air condition. They put a fan on the Farang and kept me semi-cool. From an article at the Pateo. Oh, okay. Yes. Huh, okay. I'm interested. And you're saying that on the 1st of September, so I'll jot that down or remember to come back on and remind us here if you would. But I'll write it down too, David. Appreciate it. Be interested to know. Like I said, that's what do we figure that was? $300 a piece per person if you're a married couple, or whatever, 300 a person. So that could affect somebody that's on a very fixed income, because people are saying, well, how are they going to do that? How are they going to show? There's a lot of people that are maybe getting $1,000, $1,200 a month in Social Security, and but have a chunk of money, have a million baht, and can bring it and put it in. Then they don't have to show the money coming in each month, so they can do it. And if somebody's at 1,200, which I think you can, if you're a older gentleman or lady, and you're not carousing around the bars 7 nights a week, and or a drinker where you're drinking an exorbitant amount of money, forget about booze, you can live here for that. Not going to be easy, but it can be done comfortably too, with air conditioning, and but if somebody comes in and hits you with a like David's talking, with a $300 a month insurance deal that you're going to need to carry, that could be a deal breaker. Now you're talking 900. Can it be done? Sure. Now you're pushing the edge. That $300 makes a big difference. Are there people that are living here on 1,000? Yes. Not me. I'm not one of them. There's always options. Yeah, they're gonna give. They're not gonna price themselves out of sending everybody to another country. I think they're smarter than that. They don't want to get caught, and I understand their deal. I mean, if I was to walk away from that, got out of there, and they let me leave without paying, and whatever the case, which does happen all over the world, not just here in Thailand. And I jumped on a plane and went back to the U.S. They're out 1 million baht. That's a major hit to anybody. I don't care if you're a giant corporation or not. So I understand the reason that they should have a requirement for people to have insurance, but I that 38 or 3600's ridiculous, especially when you can get completely covered for your age, 60 years old. I'm going to say in the $1,500 to $1,600 a year range. Oh God, what's John saying? $4,500 Aussie a month. Yeah, I don't know what is that in U.S. I think it's still quite a bit. It sounds like plenty to me, John. And I don't, with that there, I don't think it'd be a problem if you did have to pay 300. Like I said, I got lucky. Well, unlucky at paying $1 million baht. I could have found a bunch of other things to spend 30,000 U.S. dollars on, but my wife working for the government has made it quite easy and cheap for me to have insurance here in Thailand. Now, do I think that you should go out and marry a government employee? Hey, whatever flicks your switch. You know, if you find somebody, which is easy to do here in Isan, any place in Thailand. Depends on what you want to do, but there's a lot of good women here looking to be taken care of. You know, don't care really much about. I know the Filipinas on Bob's, one of his live streams, said they really don't care. I think they do to a certain extent, only because if they know that I'm retired and I'm living in Thailand and they know that I've got enough money for a retirement visa and all that, that's a lot of money to them. You know, $3,200 a month bringing in to Thailand to live is a lot of money. I don't want to say that they think you're a millionaire, but they know that they can be taken care of. And do I think that's wrong? No. You know, if you want to be loved and stuff, the women that are there, that they do have the heart and they do have the ability to love a person that's 20 years older than them without a problem. But you just got to be smart about coming here and doing it. You know, like we had talked before, if you know, you've known them for 10 minutes and they want 10,000 baht to send to their mom, maybe you need to move on to another person to meet a few. But nothing better than the women here in Thailand that I've seen. And like I said, every time I go somewhere, my wife's relatives and friends, can you find for a boyfriend? Can you find for us? Find for us. They want it. They want that ability, whether they've had a bad taste in their mouth from men in the past. They know that a 55, 60-year-old man probably isn't going to run around on them if they've, you know, like me, I sowed all my oats before I was 25. So, you know, they're the biggest fear that I know from what I've seen in the women is they don't want to get cheated on, and they don't, you know, they just want to have a good life. And the other thing you have to understand, which I've said before, if a Thai woman is expected to take care of their parents, so if they give their parents 10,000 baht a month and you want them to come live with you and travel throughout wherever you want to go, you're going to have to pay that 10,000 baht. And if you can't understand that logically, which I think it is totally logical, then you shouldn't be in Thailand. I've said it before, go to another country. But that's my personal opinion. I'll probably lose subscribers now. Let's see, what did I miss here, guys? My 5 years. Okay, yeah, I was where I was. And yes, okay, OA is retirement outside of Thailand. Yes. Are you telling somebody that or asking me a question? There's always options. I think I read that one. I've got 33. Yeah, that's exactly what I bring, and that pays for everything. And I've actually got more than that, 50, 60,000 a month just to whatever, save or whatever. And that, you know, I could pay off a lot of the stuff, that the car and the scooter. There's the Forza is 4,000 baht, and the house is 12. I mean, the car is 12. So 4, 5, 6, almost another 20,000 baht if you didn't have, you didn't have that. So plenty of money in my opinion, John. Storekeeper saying, Dave, another question. I had a Bangkok bank account and bank account in Pattaya. When I left, I think after a year of not using, I think they just shut them down. You can check when you get here. It's really weird too, because I had one in Kamala, and when I came to Surin, for some ways, and I don't remember exactly what they were, the way that I used it, they charged me more because I didn't have a local branch. That's when I got my second Bangkok bank account. So I have one in here. So if you're not in your province where you're going to be living and you're outside that and you're making, I forget, it was stupid. It wasn't a lot of money either, but it was just stupid money because you're throwing it away. If there's certain transactions that you made, they charged you more because you didn't have a local bank account. But I think after a year, I think they close them. But you could check. I would check when you get here. Can't hurt. Okay, have a great day. All right. Ron, you too. Thanks for coming by. Thanks, mate. It's good to hear from someone. No. Yeah, I would think that's plenty. Like I said. And now I got another 14,000 of that is for the house. And unless you're going to go live on the 30th floor with a 180-degree view in Jantiem or Pattaya, then you're going to be paying 20,000. But you find any place, very upscaled place in Thailand that it doesn't have that, maybe not that view or whatever, for that 14,000. So that would already be paid. And plus I pay an enormous amount. In electric, I'm trying to find out why. I think my pump's running. I pay 7,000 baht. People don't pay 7,000 baht. Some people don't pay 7,000 baht for where they're living. And I pay 7,000 for my electric. So something's wrong. So I got to figure that out. 30 baht. Is that what it is? I remember it was something. It wasn't like a lot, but to my wife, they're charging you this money. You're losing that because that's a meal to my wife. It's a meal. Not far now. I pay 1,800 on the 38th floor. Do you? You'd think that they could get rid of these bots. Let's see. Somebody told me to go and press enter, and then it moves it out of the where you can't see. That sound good to you guys? I don't want to look at that. Okay, I think that was it. There we go. One more. I'll do a K this time. There we go. Okay, so if I miss something up above that, put it back in here. Okay, sounds like the neighbors trapped in there. Yeah, that could be too. Now, something weird with this pump. I think it's going because I had one of them burn out. I think it was from running all the time, a brand new pump. And I think either the pressure switch or something is sticky or I don't know. It's weird. So I need to get it done. I do have the koi pond, and then my wife's got 9,000 plants here, and my father has gardens growing around the property on the outside of my fence. So anyway, a little bit, and then when the kids come here, we've got my air conditioner, which runs pretty much 24/7. The dog is sick, so I told him to turn on the air conditioner in the afternoon in the living room, and when the kids are here, they run their air conditioners upstairs. So there is kind of, it's a lot, but. All right, take it easy, John. We'll see you next time. I'm going to take off anyway. It just turned 2 hours. I think I got to go out and change the water in these tanks outside in these fish tanks. I will do that. Let's see. Let's answer. Hey, Dave, I saw you visited Tim. Yeah, I did. Looked like a nice house. Do you have any idea what the cost of that project is? Tim's probably still here. Tim will tell you, or if you're not subscribed, subscribe to Tim's channel. I think he has put the cost on everything has been on there. But if Tim's here, because I don't really know off the top of my head, I don't think it's a secret. I think Tim will let you know. That's why he did all the videos. But that's probably what I would have built, because we're almost exactly the same square meters or whatever, within one or something. But I just didn't have the property. I had to go up because my knees are so bad. I don't like. I'm not a big two-story fan. Dave, do you run your aircon 24/7? My room turns off as soon as I. No, when I go, my mother-in-law will turn up the fan. She pretty much knows now, because if I'm only going to be gone for an hour, I'd rather just leave my air conditioner, turn it up a little bit. You actually, in my opinion anyway, you use less electricity if you go from, let's say you keep it at 25 and you pump it up to 28, instead of leaving it off for an hour and letting the room get up to 36 or something here, and then try to bring it back down. So that's what I'll do. So now she'll pretty much leave the air conditioner alone. For a while she did turn off the air conditioner too. Thanks, Tony. Along to the banks and give it a try. Cool. I didn't see what Tom had told you, but I'm sure it was good information. Here we go. 3 million with the pool, land not included. That sounds about right, because I got mine's going to be pretty close to the same with the pond and the plunge pool, because I think the pond and the plunge pool is probably going to be about the same as what Tim paid for his pool, which I will go and use. I'm not shy at all. I'm coming over to jump in your pool. Who is that? Do I know who that is? What is it? Nichelle Nichols. I don't know who that is. See you, Tommy. My friend's resort in Pyeongchang is pretty much self-supporting on solar. Really? That'd be somebody to talk to about solar then. But you know, a lot of people have contact with what's his name? Tom, are you still in here? The guy that builds that's going to build your place. I forget his name. It's horrible. He knows a lot about drones, but all the big high-end houses he builds usually have extensive solar in them. Anytime. I'm ready. I'm waiting to race, but I will get out there. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh, her, really? Ah, I'm a Trekkie. I'm more of a Trekkie than I am a Star Wars person. Yeah, it's really a nice house too. I don't know if you've went over and watched any of Tim's videos on it. It's a nice place. Well done. I think they're moving in. Are you in there now? Brian, that's it. Brian's Thailand. If you get a chance to watch his channel, he had a lot of high-end stuff and a lot of heavy solar stuff. All right, I'm going to try this again. I think I'm going to spend 2 hours and 10 minutes. Thanks again, everybody. Thanks for all the new subs and stuff. I'm hoping that you guys watch. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I am going to do, I'll say it again, the camping thing. I would appreciate it if anybody that watches it would comment and let me know what they think. I'm going to have fun doing it, I'm sure. But I will, yes, he's sort of moved in, master bed. I don't blame you. I think Tim told me the air conditioning or in the niece's house that he's been staying in are the accommodations that she has graciously given him broke. So I would be going where the air conditioning is. But again, guys, I'm going to go over here. And Richard, if you're out there, thanks again for my intro and outro. Richard's mom, Richard's Travel. How you doing? And everybody else here, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.